What's up, my dudes? Valk here, and today I'm going to be talking to you about future-proof units. Now, future-proof units, what are they? Valk, why should I care, you crazy old cute? I don't even care about what you normally say, so why should I care about this one? Future-proof units are probably the most important thing you can look out for this early into a gacha game's life cycle if you plan on playing this game for a long period of time. So, what do I mean by this early into you're like, this game's a year old? What do you mean, Valk? It's not early. It is early. There are not that many units in the game currently. Just wait until there's 3 to 4 pages of that little character archive that you have to scroll way through to try to find your character within 3 to 4 years. There's going to be a lot of units in the future. So the most important thing to keep in mind whenever I'm talking about future-proof units is units that are not going to be power creep, that have a very unique function, a very unique niche, and why are they so important. So with DPS units, with your Ayakas, with your Ganyus, with your Xiaos, and to the most part with your Eulas. Eula's probably the most future-proof, quote-unquote, DPS, but I still think she's going to get power creeped as her ult nuke. I think as time goes on, her really high base multipliers due to the way her stacking works is going to get exponentially better with better supports. But I do think her damage is eventually going to get crept so where she's not the strongest singular hit inside the game. There eventually is going to be something better. But for your DPS, for the most part, they're all going to get power crept at some point. The other in the next 5 years or so. You guys can be like, oh my god, 5 years, that's such a long time. You're right, you're going to have your value of your DPS by the time they actually get power crept. You're fine. But with other characters, this is a similar cycle most gacha games follow. The most important characters you can probably summon for are supports. Your Kazuas, your Raiden, your Zhonglis, your Ventis. Anybody that is a good support 5-star, as more and more support 5-stars come out, you're going to have more options to enable your favorite DPSs to stay relevant. And that's why they are quote-unquote future-proof. They're not really going to get power crept. The only thing, if I had another character that did the same thing Kazuha does, I could just run him with Kazuha, and I could have double of what Kazuha does. Supports don't really get power crept, especially really strong ones. Most importantly, I'm just going to be mentioning the 5-stars. All the Archons basically fulfill a very specific niche inside the game. They're all very powerful in what they do. You don't really rely on them for the damage. You mostly rely on them for most of their support capabilities. For example, Raiden with the energy recharge, and then the fact that she buffs your burst up. Zhongli with the CC, with the petrify, along with the basically infinite shield, making you immortal. If you have C6, he even heals your team. Venti with the insane CC and a little bit of energy refund he gives. He gives 15 energy once you swirl. I don't know if you knew that. But he gives you a little bit of energy refund, and he has insane crowd control, so anytime there's little mobs, you want Venti on your squad because he just makes them absolute joke. These units will never get power crept. You can full invest in these units, you can summon for them whenever they come around, and you will never have to worry about a better version of that unit coming out. But for the 5-stars, they absolutely will get left behind. For example, the best example to look at is Diluc. Diluc is still crazy strong at C6. He keeps up with the current ones. But Diluc, Keqing, those two, the early DPS that everybody wanted, they've really fallen off in comparison to modern units. Modern DPSs are just crazy powerful, and they can't really keep up. And since their sole function in your team is to deal damage, at this point you have better options, and you're probably not using them. I know I don't. I do like the units. I do like Diluc. Diluc's one of my favorite units to play as because I love Ribbon in League. But I just don't have a real use for them in any of the difficult content. I do use them sometimes in the overworld for fun because our world's so easy, but any of the content that actually matters, that's actually difficult, I have no reason to use him because he's been power crept. So that's basically where I stand. Let me know what you guys think about future-proof units and my terminology in the comment section below. Thank you guys for watching as always. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Catch you guys in the next one. Peace.